Tonight on Frontline, a well-connected Silicon Valley executive trading on Wall Street.
And is the legend on Wall Street. He's amassed one of the great American fortunes.
His track record, his performance were amazing, and everybody wanted in.
Generating some of the best returns out there.
Let's for one, let's step out of the AMC/Reddit/ social media bullshit for once, and let's act like fucking sharks investors that we are. Look, GameStop is about to have their split. Look, technically speaking, GameStop, when that happens, GameStop is going to no longer be the squeeze that it was. I'm not saying it's not going to run, but I'm just saying it's not the same thing, because now everybody has shares. People above have shares.
So if you clicked on this video because you are nervous about GME's stock split, and you have some concerns because you've heard from one place or another that when this happens, it'll cause massive dilution and therefore take any possibility of GameStop squeezing off the table. Now, if GameStop is your main concern, I have good news for you. Tony Gennaro myself spoke on this ad nauseum last night in the live stream. I will put a link to that in the description and at the end of this video. But tonight, I want to jump on the Aron tweet about the Pounce, and then we'll finish up the Princeton University study about democracy in the United States. The second half of the video really takes the cake. All right, but before we do any of that and get way too far ahead of ourselves,
Cue the speeder.
good evening, beautiful people. Guys, what's going on? It's Thursday, July 21st, 2022. AMC, GME both finished the days. Just about 3% red on each. And I don't want to get bogged down in technical analysis or looking at charts tonight. But I do just want to mention one thing really quickly, and then we'll jump into the Aron tweet. $17 right now on close. AMC is holding its own in a terrible market right now. And I just got to give it props for that. And to all you guys who have been holding with me this whole time, or you just got in new, whatever the case may be, it shows the tremendous support it has behind it and how strong this community is. All right, now let's get right into the Aron tweet. Now, I'm going to try to make this as simple as possible and talk about this Pounce. So the article I pulled up is really just for a visual. It says, when Pounce, AMC Entertainment, CEO hints are crushing short sellers. Here's when the squeeze could be on. And this is written on Benzinga's site. And they mention in the article here that this isn't the first time we've had a message like this or a tweet from the CEO. Again, the tweet read, know this, I always, 1, keep my word. 2, I've said publicly a Pounce would not happen before second quarter 2022 earnings are announced. Goes on, AMC announced Thursday it will report its second quarter financial results after the market closes on August 4th. Aron made it clear that a Pounce would not occur until sometime after the company's upcoming report. However, the I've always kept my word part suggests that Pounce will definitely take place at some point. It goes on and says, why does it matter? This isn't the first time AMC CEO has taken an apparent shot at those betting against his company. Last year, during the interview with Trey's Trades YouTube channel, host Trey Collins, Aron accidentally dropped his webcam, revealing that he was not wearing pants, and many believe this was a way to stir up talk about short sellers. But we've seen tweets from the CEO before about choke on that and the Batman tweet, and there have been some others with either subliminal messages or where he is suggesting that we read between the lines as retail. Now, I don't have a problem with any of this. I think that it's fun to try to speculate on some of these tweets. Ryan Cohen does it as well. I've seen whole channels that are just dedicated to looking through his tweets and trying to decipher them. Where these subliminal messages and tweets become problematic is when we have situations like this. An AMC YouTuber who has a big following, he's got 17,000 views. He puts a title of short squeeze is 1,000,000% happening. Spicy tweet by AMC Theaters. And why does this particular person believe this?
Out there in another way. They could have been a million ways they could have put this tweet out. But they used the word squeezed, right? They used August 5th. let's take a look at the comments, see what's going on. Buckle up. As if, you see what I'm saying? Buckle up. And, yeah, let's take a look.
About to happen. Big things are going to happen. I don't know what they've done, but they've done it, and they've done a lot of good things. And I think August 5th is going to be a massive day for us. I'm fucking excited. Fuck. I mean, just, the more I think about it, the more my fucking mouth salivates. I just want to I'm ready, dude.
Man, that escalated quickly. Okay, this article from Screen Dollars is from last week. They said at the end of the article here, the last 2 paragraphs about COVID and the 3 movies that came out in Q2. And we'll tie this into the Pounce. With Disney's Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, Paramount's Top Gun Maverick, and Universal's Jurassic World Dominion, all 3 wound up opening within a 6-week period from early May to early June. One could say that their success was a notable positive echo effect of the COVID pandemic, with the trio grossing $1.334 billion for the quarter, which was 52% of the box office for all films during the quarter. The Memorial Day 2022 release of Top Gun Maverick will be considered a significant event and a turning point for the industry. So even though no one knows exactly what the Pounce is, as we get closer towards earnings, I think anticipation will build because of the excellent numbers that we did in Q2. We've had 11 movies so far this year that have crossed 100 million. And this weekend, I want to break down the numbers of these movies. We'll have a preview to look forward towards Q4 with Avatar. I'm putting a lot of faith into the fact that Aron is smacking his gums right now, and he doesn't seem like the type that would be doing that if he wasn't trying to make a point or didn't have the upper hand. All right, now, before I let you go, we're going to finish that video from the Princeton study on democracy. And if you remember where I left you guys, we were right here when we were talking about ideal representation versus elite representation, 90% to the 10%, and the likelihood of legislation getting passed. So without further ado, cue the video.
How does this happen? Well, just follow the money. Right now, it's perfectly legal to buy political influence in America. Here's how it works. Let's say a big bank wants a law that would force taxpayers to bail them out again if they repeat the exact same reckless behavior that crashed the global economy in 2008. Not exactly the most popular idea with the public, and Congress knows that. That should be the end of it. But that's where the money comes in. It's perfectly legal for our bank to hire a team of lobbyists, whose entire job is to make sure that the government gives the bank what it wants. Then, those lobbyists can track down members of Congress who regulate banks and help raise a ton of money for their re-election campaigns. So now you've got a law that greatly benefits the banks, and the whole process can start over. This is how a bill becomes a law. A special interest hires some lobbyists, those lobbyists collect campaign contributions, offer jobs, and then write the laws that Congress then passes to help those same special interests. This happens every day on every single issue with politicians of both parties. In the last 5 years alone, the 200 most politically active companies in the United States spent $5.8 billion influencing your government. Those same companies got $4.4 trillion in taxpayer support, and that's trillion, with a T. But the data goes back almost 40 years, and the results are clear. Corruption is legal in America. And as long as it is, anyone who can spend money to buy political influence will.
And I understand that some of you guys get frustrated over here when I talk about politics and you don't want to get into that kind of stuff. But when it comes to retail and the laws that need to be put into place now to protect us, that is the job of these people. They are supposed to be overlooking the SEC and passing legislation in our favor. As long as Congress is allowed to collect money from the lobbyists, from the banks, and collect speaking fees from Citadel, they are not going to be looking out for our interests. At least the people that are there right now are not going to be. They're going to continue to help themselves to make money hand over fist, like the House Speaker, Nancy Pelosi. All right, guys, it's getting extremely late, and I am getting exhausted. I just want to say thank you to everybody who came to the live stream last night. Those who donated to help me with the move, thank you so much. Thanks to Tony for joining me. All the guys who came by into the chat, all the creators, thank you guys so much. As always, thank you for the likes, the views, the comments, my new subscribers, my OGs. I appreciate each and every one of you. We're here to break the wheel. This is Ape Nation. I'm the Massalorian, and I'm out.